up and running.
What? It's not...
Yes,
Is
we
this it? Oh,
are.
we're live. Okay.
We are live. Brother, so once again, you were correct
About
that
what?
about the amount of people that would come in. So I
Yeah, I
have to
told
give
you
you
if
your
we
props.
were if there was people talking, they would be more interesting instead of, it's hard to do commentary when you're just by yourself because you have nothing to really say or add to. Oh, here we go.
Your parents didn't raise you this way.
You nearly killed a man today. Well, fuck him. Your parents did not raise you this way. I did what I had to do.
There used to be a
I don't want to hear. Oh my gosh. You sassy little fucker.
I had a bad night, God.
I ripped the tag off the mattress.
And they came after me.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it. My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave.
Alfred's gonna get the back of my hand, brother.
I wouldn't be surprised if he bitch slaps you at the end of this episode.
I don't mean to be a doddering old fool.
Oh, good man,
Bruce. The burden of advice.
Oh, so good.
Sometimes this job requires hard decisions. You're the right man to make them. In fact, I think you're the only one who can.
Sometimes the job requires hard decisions, yeah.
But you never barely remember.
Wait, didn't I rip those up?
Sometimes I wish I could.
You know, the way you respond, you're starting to remind me of like the Punisher betrayed by fuck, what was his face? The person who did the Netflix Punisher, the guy who played he played Shane in Walking Dead and did a couple other things.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
When you doubt your fate, remember why you started.
Yeah, he gives it to us, and we can either rip it up or not.
Boy in the attic. I'll have to move on.
What was I gonna say? You know, the way they portray Batman in various or movies, comics, whatever is interesting. Because you have the one in Batman vs Superman, which he was literally branding people. You know, I'm just like, that's too far to literally like brand a person. That's too far.
Yeah, see, we already did all this.
Oh yeah, the
So
Bat computer. Should we call it the Bruce computer? I don't know.
Looks like that.
Nobody's on this stream 'cause I'm all alone. Huh? The egg finally cracked. He was hiding his porn.
Brother, what kind of porn does a crime boss watch?
Bondage.
Oh no.
Dude, I imagine, like, you know, he doesn't tell anyone, but he secretly has a copy of 50 Shades of Grey under his mattress.
Okay, he watches it when everyone goes to bed.
Yeah.
Lights off with volume down.
Lights off. And he watches it. Ooh la la. This is giving me inspiration.
Oh boy, oh no.
Do you think that's what crime bosses do? They just stay up late at night watching snuff films, trying to figure out...
What would you do as a crime, like, what would your job entail?
As a crime lord?
Yeah, as a, like, you don't just wake up and just go off to work. Like, there has to be, like, you have to have a guy that's like, alright, at 7 o'clock, you gotta whack some guy. Vicky's gonna stop by.
I think he's gonna stop by. Well, typically most crime bosses, so it depends on which ones you're referring to. Are you referring to, like, cartel, old-fashioned Italian mobsters? Like, which kind of mob are you referring to as an organized crime?
Let's give the data to Vicky or Gordon.
Gordon. He can do more. He's a police officer. All she can do is gossip. That one person left is. Why did you leave me?
I was hoping they would say something.
Why did you leave me, Dad? Went to the grocery store, never came back.
Dude, mine's still in line, brother.
His plan.
Mine's still in line. He's still waiting to check out his copy of Goodfellas.
Hey, it was on sale for $5.
That's a good deal.
Right? How do you not turn that down?
Yeah. So what was I saying? So I think we're gonna go by the old-fashioned Italian mobster because that's what a lot of organized crime is based off of.
Okay.
So for the Italian, typically they typically had like legitimate businesses that they ran, and usually the way that they usually what is it they launder their money. That's Al Capone was the one who started that because what ended up happening is that the IRS could
Yeah, they got him on tax
capture-
evasion or whatever.
yeah. Yeah, so because of what happened to Al Capone, they laundered the money, which is typically what most criminal organizations do. They launder the money. And this is the thing that, you know, that people don't understand, too, about criminal organizations. Yeah, they're fucked up, too. But the thing is that a lot of criminal organizations actually contribute to a shit ton of the country's GDP. You're familiar with basic economics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the gross domestic product is the import versus export. So it's the amount of money you're essentially making as a country. So typically mobs would launder money through different shell corporations. And the way they would do it is that they would basically falsify a bunch of purchases and then put the money in the cash register, and then the money is clean. It's legitimate because someone supposedly bought a product or whatever. You just falsify a bunch of sales and purchases.
I just want Falcone gone.
So what they typically did is they had like a bunch of businesses, and a lot of those businesses they managed to get was because, you know, they falsified a lot of the sales that they're making from their illegitimate business, and they started the boom, and they managed to expand their business, and then they could buy other businesses. So a lot of mobsters were business owners.
Oh,
And
you
then they
scared
had a
away our other viewer.
No, he's back. He's back.
Oh, no,
he
he
just
left.
left now. Brock.
Yeah. No, he left. Brother, are you a mob boss?
I don't know, am I? I guess you'll find out tomorrow when I have you hanging from the edge of a bridge.
Oh, Lord.
See, he keeps coming back on and off. He's like a light switch. You know that episode of SpongeBob where
News for
Frog is
too.
fucking with the he's fucking with the light switch. He's like,
Sir, please. No, he left. He left. He left. He left.
no, I still see the 2 on my screen.
No.
Okay, he left now. Is that you fucking with shit, Brock, or is there a legitimate viewer?
News for Rat too.
No, it's Nosferatu. So yeah. So that's typically how it was for your mob bosses. And then what ended up happening is that I think this was at some time long before, but eventually the cartels became the dominant power in criminal organizations is because they used narcotics. Once originally mobsters were big, like the Italian mobsters had casinos, right? And then that's how they get a lot of their money was through casinos, through like, you know, other like more legitimate stuff, not as much narcotics. Well, once narcotics got on the scene, especially through the cartels, they're making so much money because so many people were buying cocaine. It was crazy how much money cocaine was making. And that's where Pablo Escobar made his big debut, because Pablo Escobar, because of how corrupt everything was. I think it was Colombia, right? He was a Colombian drug lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he made a shit ton of money. He became the 7th richest person in the world, just purely off of his drug cartel. He became the 7th richest person in the world, and his taxi company that he was laundering stuff through only had 3 taxis.
So who is like so what is the most feared position in all of the United States?
Wait, do you mean illicit, or are you talking about like
Like if you ever double cross them, then
Yeah.
you would be sure to like besides the president, you don't fuck with the president. Besides the president,
Yeah.
who is the most feared position of power in the United States?
in the United States? I mean, I would say like the Senate, the Intelligence Committee, or the people who run like the CIA and special ops and stuff like that, like the people in those organizations who are high up and know everything, those people would scare the shit out of me because they have access to the NSA, they have access to all this intelligence, so that's kind of scary.
Damn, so you come to Black Redhead Gaming stream expecting games, but you leave with a lesson in
Yeah.
mob bosses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know a lot of shit, but that's what I gotta say about like who's more feared than the president. I'd definitely say people who are part of the intelligence committee or CIA or NSA, people who know like way too much stuff.
Too much for their own good.
I would say the scariest position to be in as a career to be as, there's a couple ones. So, Navy SEALs is a scary position to work as an employee. Working in nuclear reactor is pretty scary, but I'd say not as much with the third generation nuclear reactors. But Navy SEALs though is probably really fucking you know how hard it is to get in Navy SEALs, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's considered to be the most badass military branch that is known. The reason why is because in order to be a Navy SEAL, you pretty much have to be pure muscle, first of all, physically, and secondly, you know, a lot of people die just from doing the test.
Oh really?
Yeah, a lot of people die from doing the test. You can die from taking the test to join the fucking Navy SEALs. The reason why is because you're expected, I think, to do a certain amount of pull-ups, you know, stuff like that. I think push-ups and some stuff like that. And then you're expected to do, like, a run, which the run is really hard to do. And then you're expected to do a swim. And another thing you're expected to do is you're expected to hold your breath underwater for a long time.
Wow. See, and I hate water.
And that's the hard part. The hardest part in all of that is holding your breath underwater, because what they'll do is you'll go underwater with a scuba tank, and at one point they'll take the scuba tank off of you, and you're expected to hold your breath. Because you need to be able to hold your breath for a long time in case your scuba gear isn't working.
Right, which is understandable.
Yeah, so the thing is, that's where a lot of people tend to die, is where they don't have access to oxygen. I think is the biggest one where people die. I don't know if you go underwater without the scuba tank, or if you go under and then you take it off, or how that all works, but I think that's where a lot of the people who tried to take the test die, is at the moment where you have to hold your breath underwater.
Right. Nose for rat too. Alright, where you... Oh. Gonna link you up right here. I think that should be our code for when something like that goes on. We're like, oh, it's news for Atu.
It's Nosferatu.
And I think this is the last one.
You know, speaking of Nosferatu, I really want to watch like the Hammer horror production of Dracula, the 1958 one with the Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. I want to watch that one so bad.
I feel
you know,
like...
for the universe I created with all of us, like on the subject of vampires, I was gonna make it so that vampires, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about this in this video.
Alright, here we go. I'm going in.
Very good, sir. Your turn to crash his party.
I'm going in. Your turn to crash the party. Oh, yeah. Sucks that I'm lagging by like fucking 5 seconds though.
You're fine. Oop! Damn!
You know, Batman's moral code is a little bit hypocritical. He won't kill a person, but he has no problem severely injuring them.
Yeah. That's right, run in fear.
Batman versus Superman, right?
How were they supposed to? See, I don't see. I'm not a fan of the DC, so
Yeah. Of the
Fuck!
DCEU,
I keep fucking it up.
Well, the problem is that like they should have taken more time to establish the mistrust between the two characters. It felt like a lot of the movie was boring, too. A lot of like some of the decisions were really just really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Some people didn't like what they did with Doomsday. I thought it was okay, not the best, but you know, like I thought they should have introduced Doomsday later, and they also shouldn't have killed off Superman so early in the series because they have to bring him back, or else there's not going to be much of a story.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, so for the DCEU, I would have done it very differently and more meticulously. So, I mean, you know, I don't like the idea of copying Marvel, you know, but I feel like what they should have done at least is do all the basic superhero films first, and then done the Justice League. Because when you do like what was it, Man of Steel, and then what was the other one that they did? They did no, yeah, they just did Man of Steel, and then they did Batman versus Superman, right?
Yeah.
For the DC, yeah. So they literally like did the Batman vs Superman literally after Man of Steel, and they didn't do another Batman series, which I don't get why. I
Oh,
get
I
like
missed
there's
it.
so many.
Damn
I
it.
get there's been so many Batman films, but with Batman there's so much like lore and material to work with, and plus Batman's such a big character, you have to have films of him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So, for the first Justice League film, after they established some of the characters, I would have united all the heroes against Brainiac. Brainiac would have been my first choice of villain because, you know, he's, you know, an extraterrestrial invader, he's, you know, a legitimate threat, and he's just overall a good choice for the beginning because he's not like some, you know, big hero, big villain, big villain
Mm-hmm.
introduced. My problem with Justice League is that they introduced Darkseid first, and the problem that I have is that I get like Darkseid, you know, you have Thanos who's, you know, an alien warlord, and then you have Darkseid that's an alien warlord, which, you know, it's kind of, you know, unique how they're pretty much almost copies of each other in some ways. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about them. What I'm going to talk about is that I feel like they should have introduced like the Legion of Doom, or like an organization of supervillains, and then after they were done with that concept, they should have brought in Darkseid as like the second big part of the story.
Spare yourself the pain.
Yeah.
So my feeling is that they should have introduced like, you know, like the Legion of Doom. What they should have done is like, I like how they did it with Young Justice. And they should have like gone that route a little bit. So what they should have done is they should have had Vandal Savage as as like the prime creator of the Legion of Doom. You know who Vandal Savage is, of course. You know
Oh,
who Vandal? Yeah.
isn't this? I have to decide. Get out of here. Oh yeah, I gotta decide what to do with them, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do with them.
Oh yeah, you have to show that you're merciful, or else they're gonna be so pissed at you.
See,
I think you throw them at the police officer. I don't know.
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now. Go ahead. Give him a
so you
shot.
call it mercy.
I'll be walking free by tomorrow. Well, I'll let
I call it revenge.
Spill it, Falcone, while you still can.
I'm Batman.
the wings. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You really want to take down crime? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Yep, told you, Brock.
Damn.
Wayne's parents were actually gangsters.
Is that lore?
Lord? I don't think
No,
that's
no,
Lord.
lore. Is that like, is that a part of the original story? Like, is that what they plan on Batman doing?
I mean, this doesn't. I don't think this is part of the original Batman storyline, though.
Oh, dude, I've been saying this since day one. They need to stop with the Batman and Superman films and continue with his underlings, his Nightwing, his Batman Beyond. Continue their story. Don't continue his.
Hey, back to what I was saying. So you know who Vandal Savage is, correct?
No.
Okay, so you need to watch Young Justice. I like his backstory a little bit in Young Justice a little bit more.
Hmm.
Though I think like some of the CW stuff is okay, but I like the actor for CW, but the backstory I think is way better in Young Justice. Anyway, I'm gonna go by the Young Justice backstory. So, what ended up happening is that Vandal Savage was a caveman from a long time ago.
Hmm.
A various species of humans. There was, of course, Neanderthals and various early humans. So he ended up seeing a star fall from the sky. Supposedly, it's actually a meteor.
Hmm.
So Vandal Savage basically along the way to find the meteor, which was a sense of purpose. He had a sense of attraction to the meteor, a sense of like going out to find it, out of curiosity. He comes across a bear on the way and ends up killing the bear.
Hmm.
He lays down by the meteorite, and immediately after being around the meteorite, he starts to develop certain abilities, or attributes, I should say, that enhancements. He ends up becoming immortal. He ends up becoming fiercely intelligent, and overall his basic abilities, such as stamina, speed, all that stuff, is increased.
Hmm.
The only thing is that he can't regenerate wounds that happened before. Basically before the radiation or whatever from the meteorite. So he still has a scar across his face from the bear, 3 distinct scars from the claw marks. And what ended up happening is that these type of Neanderthals try to these oh, this is dramatic.
Then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me?
Ooh.
Alfred!
Damn. Alfred, you best speak up right now.
I told you he knew.
Alfred, you about to catch a 1000% Batman sandwich right now. Damn.
Oh yeah, your episode is over now.
Oh, okay. Did you stick up for the, Okay, so okay.
Okay. So you're gonna continue, or are you gonna end it for tonight since you're starting
No,
another big
no,
one?
I'm gonna continue it. Okay. How did people not break his arm? Come on.
Some people are the more emotional Batman, more sensitive. See, I told you to give it to Gordon.
Oh no, look at that terrible rating. Oh. Continue
Yep.
to next time on. Yeah, so we'll play for another. We'll play
For
for
another 20 minutes. Oh yeah, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, Vandal Savage can regenerate his wounds and is practically mortal. He has a hidden intelligence and hidden basic attributes. In the Young Justice series, he is, among other people, end up creating the Light, which is an organization that seeks to basically undermine the Justice League. It serves as basically a foil to the Justice League.
your parents were good people, Bruce. No matter
And they
what
specialize in having influence everywhere, as well as supporting terrorist organizations and other stuff.
The evidence you brought me on Falcone held up. Maybe I misjudged you.
You need to watch Young Justice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cobblepot.
Bruce, the winning name is toxic. I have to do what's best for my campaign. What's best for Gotham.
Ooh, what up, clap girl?
Distance myself.
Oh, I'm gonna clap them cheeks.
Oh, please don't leave. We have corny jokes.
Yeah, don't leave. Join me in my bed.
uh,
I mean, she's hella thick. I mean, all the girls in the Batman universe are pretty fucking attractive.
I
The main
mean,
girls, you have Barbara Gordon, you have Ivy, you have Harley, and you have Catwoman. I mean, they're all pretty attractive.
dude, Harley. I can't believe this. She was supposed to be like a one-time character back in like the 80s or whatever.
Well, she has a thick ass.
Brother. Come to Breck Redhead stream. You expect to be playing games. Talk about thick asses.
Her bubble butt reflects her love for bubblegum.
Oh, brother.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together,
Oswald Cobblepot, aka Hush. I mean, honestly, he's just a copy of Hush in this video game.
Yeah, you were telling me that you and Suspect were saying that he's like a British Hush.
Yeah, he's just a British version of Hush, which I'm okay with. I like the different take on Oswald Cobblepot. I would say the best version of Cobblepot is the one from the Gotham TV show. I just like how sociopathic he is. It gives him a little bit of an edge. Also, the fact that he's a weasel. I like him a lot in that one, though I think he's a little bit pathetic, though. That's one of my biggest problems, at least in the beginning. He's definitely pathetic, which is why I like a little bit of the Oswald Cobblepot in this game, is because he's a little bit more ballsy and bold.
Yeah.
But another thing that I like is that they kind of like make him more modern in this game, where he uses technology, so it gives him a little bit of an edge, and keeps him a little bit more modern.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Oswald Cobblepot is not supposed to be that way, though. But like I said, though, I still think the Gotham Penguin was the best one.
I never watched Gotham.
I mean, there's like bits and pieces that I like. I also like. I think definitely the best Riddler is from Gotham. They definitely have the best Riddler.
Jim Carrey was the best Riddler.
No, Michael Corey.
No,
is
actually, let me correct myself. Jim Carrey was the best Batman.
God damn it.
Because at the end, he said he knew who Batman was. And they looked in his cell and he's like, I'm Batman. So he is the best Batman.
Anyway,
second is George Clooney. Yep, I said it. I'm a George Clooney Batman fan. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Clap back in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
So what was I saying? Yeah, I like the Riddler from that one. I haven't played the Arkham games really, so I haven't seen
if
the
you
Riddler
want
as much
a
now.
play,
I have to play it.
If you want to play through, go to youtube.com/BrockRedheadGaming.
Brock, I have the game. I just need to play it. But anyway, I like Michael Corey's portrayal in terms of, like, aside from video games, I like his portrayal of Riddler. It was really good. Plus, intriguing because the way they depict him in Gotham is that he has a DID, so he has multiple personality disorder, where he switches back from his more
Enigma.
Well, yeah, Enigma. So he's kind of like Golem in a way. He has his good side and then his bad side. So he has two personalities fighting at each other for control. He has the evil sociopathic murder, and then he has the goofy, quirky, weird, good guy. So both of them are fighting each other for control over Enigma's body.
My money has never corrupted me, and I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
Yeah, we just put on a rubber suit and fight crime.
The wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle.
What was I gonna say?
The whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and found
It's definitely like the Riddler from Gotham. What is another character that I really like?
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
I don't know what the best Victor Freeze is. It's probably the one from the Arkham series, though I never
Arnold
seen it.
Schwarzenegger. No, nope, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Honestly, stop, please. I mean,
The Ice Sage.
please. Anyway,
Alright, everybody, Jill.
yeah, I kind of handled the cringy puns.
Listen. If we're talking about
The best Dick
corny
Grayson is the one
puns,
from Just Young Justice, though. Definitely the best Dick Grayson.
You really let me down, Alfred. I don't know if I can.
And then the best Tim Drake, probably the Arkham games. I don't know. The best Red Hood is probably from the Arkham games as well, or from Injustice. The best, I think the best Damian Wayne is from Injustice, though.
oh, where he was a snotty brat with a
He's always
a
been a
corn
snotty
cob
brat,
pipe
though,
up his ass.
or it's the one from that one animated movie with Talia al Ghul in it.
Oh, the Court of the Owls.
No, not Court of the Owls. It's the other one where I think I have to remember. It's no. It's the one literally called Damian Wayne.
Oh, I didn't watch that one. I watched Court of the Owls, which was really good.
Oh yes, Chinley, stop to watch the animated Deathstroke film.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
It's hard to figure out the best incarnations of what characters in the Batman universe.
Detail I overlooked.
Oh yeah, here's a good question. So, the best Joker, Heath Ledger, or would you say Joaquin?
I didn't watch any of them.
I want him stupid.
I think they're too like different to really decide. I like both of them though for like different reasons though.
Mhm.
I would say if they were combined a little bit, they would be like the best Joker. It's kind of hard to make the best Joker because what a lot of people say is that the best one is both funny and psychotic.
Mhm.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one more.
Because here's what I think of him, the Dark Knight, is that Joker is an amazing mastermind, completely psychotic, and he acts totally schizophrenic with the way he the stuff he says. You know, he acts like he's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Just the way he like talks, and
He just wanted to protect us.
I like that. I just like how he's so mysterious, and they don't go as much depth into his backstory. Keep him as this enigmatic character that you just don't know anything about, and he's just so like 10,000 steps ahead of fucking Please.
Mhm.
Plus, he has so many good moments in the fucking Dark Knight. And then with the Joker film, it's more of a thriller, of course, but you know, it shows this sad worker class guy who, you know, has like, you know, shitty life and ends up giving in to like his illness and all this stuff.
Wanted to see him, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally. I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
What's another character that was good? I'd have to say my favorite incarnation of Harley Quinn. So I have two ones that I like. I like the one from Injustice, and I like the one from the original. Was it 90s or 80s Batman series? It was in the 90s, right?
Are you talking about the animated or the one
Yeah,
with?
the animated.
Oh, yeah,
the old,
90s.
The old ones. Yeah.
Yep, 90s. Yep.
Do do do. Crap! I can't sing the song.
I am vengeance. I am the night.
Here, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. The old theme.
Uh-oh.
Here, I'm gonna find the theme song. I'm gonna find the theme song. Let's see. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Let me see. Let me see. Where's the original one? Shit, I don't know if I can find it. Fuck.
He told me you had it coming. You don't have to do this.
Ooh.
There, I found it. Dude, I love this one. I found it.
Oh, one in the dome piece. In the eye?
I'm not even watching right now. Here we go.
No, of course you're not.
Dude, I love the old theme. So good. Okay, let me see. Oh, you're watching someone who got killed. Cool. That's my favorite. Wait, is this the memory? Oh, this is the flashback. Because you have to remember your killer's scene, because your parents were actually assassinated, I think by Senator Hill.
Assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
It was an assassination.
Broken memories.
You know, here's a good question. How did Thomas and Martha Wayne become, so fucking rich?
Right?
Did you just receive a message from someone?
Who, me?
Yeah, because I saw on the top left corner of your
No,
video,
someone,
so.
no, one of my friends logged in.
Oh, okay. So it was like...
Yeah, I got friends. I got friends, sir.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's that one asshole who, you know, you fought at the, was it the zoo? I don't even remember that stupid park that called the pot. Oh,
Donations, not loans. You're not entitled to a pound of
now,
flesh. I'll settle for a handshake.
listen, and you'll see. Boop, boo-doo, boo-doo, boop.
At least tell me what this is about.
Look how strong Harvey Dent looks in like this. He looks like he's betrayed by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Lol, tell me now, now.
Oh, Jesus. Sir, don't
It's Arnold
bother. Don't
I swear,
fucking
this
worry
is
about my shit.
this is Harvey Dent with the body of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, you won't ever get out.
Oh yeah, it's Flash Gordon.
Oh, my lord.
Flash. Oh, savior of the universe.
Not worth mentioning, huh?
Gordon, I'm gonna fucking slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, he's being a little sleazeball.
Yeah, I said it's nothing to worry about. And he's like, oh, he gave us dirt on Falcone.
Now that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, really. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Rene Montoya.
Montoya.
Some of us police support you, despite what the media says.
She looks exhausted.
So does Renee Montoya. You know, so I haven't read the comics, obviously. So is she a dirty cop in every universe, or is that just the Dark Knight?
I think the
Because
Dark
I can't
Knight.
remember. Huh?
I think just the Dark Knight, because when it was the old school Batman, he was loved by everybody.
Renee Montoya? Renee Montoya is a girl.
No, I thought you meant Batman.
No, I'm talking about... I said dirty cop. I was talking about Renee Montoya, because she was a dirty cop in Dark Knight.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was a dirty cop, and she was the one who sold out, she was the one who sold out Rachel, and basically the Joker tied Rachel and Harvey Dent to oil rigs that were rigged to explode, and the police had to choose between Rachel and Harvey, and what ended up happening is that the Joker lied to Batman, because Batman was going to save Rachel, and the Joker knew that, so he told Batman, he said Rachel's here when that's actually where Harvey Dent was, so they ended up saving Harvey Dent, and Rachel blew up into smithereens, and Harvey Dent lost half his face in the Dark Knight because he had gasoline on his face. So his face was burning, and that's how he became Two-Face. Half his face burnt because of the fire from the explosion.
Looks like a mausoleum in here.
And Rachel got killed because of Renee Montoya. And somehow she was
I haven't tried
somehow she
getting
was
this
alive.
bad since before I got made.
Oh, looks like Redford's gonna be running late.
Mm-hmm.
Your father used to sew me up.
That's okay.
Better than these cop doctors.
You're almost at you're almost done with this. So I guess after this scene you're gonna be done. Or
Yep.
actually shit.
When it auto saves.
More than friends. More like cousins.
Yes.
I could avenge my father's death right now. And there's not a damn
Until you hired Chill.
to stop me.
Avenge Tommy? Ah, so that's what this is really about, huh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
Oh.
We're practically family.
Fuck, we are.
Figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Watch it, Falcone. I still see some
You know-
bones.
Who's the other crime boss? Because this Falcone acts like him. Let me see. Oh yeah, Maroni. So, the thing I don't like about this Falcone is he acts like the typical representation of Maroni.
And me, we ran the city.
By the way, my favorite representation of Carmine Falcone is also Gotham.
Can't think through it.
See, I feel like they're doing that. They're touching bases.
Got Uncle Carmine out, huh?
I don't like how this Carmine Falcone is portrayed though. I like it when he's portrayed more as a calculating type. Yet again, I don't know what his initial conception was in the comics. I just like when he's, you know, the rational, well thought out one, and Maroni is the loud, obnoxious one who's hot-headed.
You deserve to suffer for what you've done.
Come on, kill him.
You'd never know the truth. How much of your old man is in you? What kind of son did he make?
I need you alive, but only until I have answers.
Apple didn't
Jeez.
fall far, did it? You got that range.
Being the dick Batman.
He loved you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. If you got on his bad side. Your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich, including you. Some people just have the mind for it. He was one of the most brilliant men I ever knew.
Until you hired an assassin to take him out.
You really think I ordered the hit? Sure, I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
Ooh.
Parents learned that.
Damn.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard
Oh yeah, she has rage juice in her.
She got that juice?
Yeah, that chemical compound you found at the warehouse.
Down! Get a doctor! Secure this
It was deliberately injected in her system so she would assassinate Carmine Falcone. I don't remember, but I think it was Mayor Hill that put the hit on your family.
All right. As soon
if it was
as
Hill or
as
not.
soon as this cutscene ends, it was auto saved. So we'll let this finish out.
She's got the juice in her. She's got her juice, her thick mama juice.
I bought us some time, but not much.
That smoke. That smoke. Look at the smoke.
Do something like this. We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close. We were this close. I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst
X, just tell the truth,
so
you know.
different from the woman we met in the hall.
Yeah, I'll break her neck later.
Another officer gone rogue.
God damn it.
just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant
Dude,
justice
Arnold,
for
calm
thousands of
down.
named victims. Now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while. We still need answers.
Damn, you going to jail, girl.
I have to know why she did this.
Spray your cheeks and cough.
Girl. Yeah.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Time to spread your cheeks.
Yeah,
See,
that's why I'm walking behind her.
Here's a question I have. I know people. I don't want you to get hate in the comments. If you identify as a male and you're biologically female from birth, here's my question. So, let's take it a little step further and assume that you're like getting surgery and taking hormones. Do you have to go to the boy prison or the girl prison when you get arrested? And who do you get frisked by?
Oh, I have no idea, but let's... Oh, it won't let me look at her cheeks, brah.
That's just one thing I was thinking about right now. Now, spread her cheeks and cough.
But, alright, this is where we will
but I did
end
not
it.
inhale.
Brother, I'll give you some. Alright, this is where we will end it. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Dr. Hypno's links will be in the description. Don't be a Nosferatu. Join in and let's have fun. And with that being said,
don't be a Nosferatu, please. We want you to join in and have fun. And smoke a little weed. We don't care. It's legal here.
We don't care. Just and then just jump on in and fight this guy on all of his subjects. We don't care. Just have fun with it. And with that being said, we will see you in the next one.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.